Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Solana. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous video, make sure to check it out in the top right hand corner of the screen. Without further ado, let's get into the daily chart. So the last update on Solana we did around July 6th or 7th, I want to say. So it was when we were down here printing this double bottom pattern that played out quite nicely. Let me just set up the target here from the pattern, and then we take it up there, and we essentially perfectly got to the technical target of this double bottom pattern. And this also lined up nicely with the local top we have from May 2024 at $190. We did see a wick above 200, I think, briefly. Well, no, 193. That was the top for us there in July 2024. And then we started dropping, and we had this massive capitulation all the way down to $109, around 50% or so. A 43% drop in a matter of days here, just less than a week, I believe. Yeah, well, around a week, and we dropped down to our support level down here at $112.50. That was a really good entry point, as well as this blue block that we have set up with tests back in April, and actually twice in April and then May as well. And we have this retest in June and July 2024. This was set up between $120 down to $117.40. So if you set up some buy limit orders in this area, right now you're already up by approximately 16 to 17%. We also had this diagonal resistance trend line that we broke above in July, and it looked like we were going to hold above it and continue this uptrend and break above that top, but that didn't end up happening, and we got absolutely wrecked here. Now, if we start dropping below $116, which is our local bottom here in April, we're going to be looking at $85 as our technical target, or $86 if you want to be technical about it. And you want to round it up, $86, and your minimal target is going to be down here at $101. That's your technical target. And that's pretty much it on the daily. Not a lot to cover here. It's a nice retracement, but it's nothing significant. Nothing massive like some of the other altcoins. We aren't seeing a 70 to 80% drop. This is, once again, like I said, if we even go back to this March top, we're only down 47%. So Solana is performing extremely well. It is holding its own extremely well. And even if we were to come back down to $85, if you zoom out and you take a look at the chart, you can see that $85 is still a solid correction. That's just 59% on the dot. And that would still be bullish, because we are way above our January 2023 lows here. So I'm not worried about Solana. Full disclosure though, I don't own any Solana coins, but we were doing constant updates throughout 2022 during the bear market, and we were covering these lows in 2023 as well. So we did give you all of these support levels. We gave you this support block between $9.84 down to $7.62. We gave you this upper blue block between $18 and $11.86. So if you managed to buy in at these prices, congratulations. But if you're looking to buy in right now, I would probably wait until we start dropping below $100 if that ever comes. If it doesn't, so be it. I'm not too worried about buying into a $50 billion project. Now, let's switch over to the weekly chart. And before we continue with the video, I want to give a quick shout out to my Patreon. If you're interested in getting more exclusive content, you want to support me as a creator, and you like what you're seeing here on YouTube and you want more, feel free to check out the Patreon. That's definitely a place for you. There's a 7-day free trial, which means you can get access to all of my content since the inception of the page. So that means you get podcasts, low cap gems, technical analysis, project reviews, and a whole bunch of other stuff. We try to do posts there on a daily basis. We cover airdrops and a lot of stuff that we don't really cover on YouTube because we don't have as much time. And of course, because patrons get more stuff and more content. And if you're interested in that, the link is down below in the description. Thank you all. Let's continue on with the video. Taking a look at the weekly, we have our Fibonacci set up from the top in, or rather from the bottom in December 2022 to the top in November 2021. Right now, we haven't even retraced fully back to our all-time high prices at $252, but at this point that seems inevitable. And I think in 2024, we are definitely going to be able to reach $252 if we are expecting to have a bullish fourth quarter of the year. We are retesting the 55 EMA here, and that is a pretty important level for us to hold if we want to continue this uptrend. Now we have a wave 1, 2, 3, and we're looking for that wave 4 bottom right now with a subsequent wave 5 to take us to, let's say, $500, just to be conservative. $500 seems like a good target for Solana, seems doable in my opinion. We just want to wait until this wave 4 plays out, and this wave 4 can go as low as even $34 because it has to be above the wave 1 high. As long as it's above the wave 1 high, the Elliott wave structure is intact. But of course, I don't think we can logically expect the price to go down to $33 unless we have a bearish revelation about the project and then everyone starts selling like crazy. But I don't think that's going to be happening. It's one of the top projects right now in crypto. It's established itself as one. So that's a really, really important part for them. Oh my God, what the and they have established themselves as a top-tier crypto project, and they aren't going anywhere anytime soon, in my opinion. Taking a look at the RSI, you can see we are still above this blue support block, which I hope is going to be retested, and that will provide all of us with a really good buying opportunity. So you can take a look at that. As you can see, there were a few bounces there. We can even extend it. This much, really. So you can see we were retracing back to the bottom of this block in May 2022. Then we broke down above it in actually, was that also? No, that was February. We had the retest, moved to the upside, broke below, and then we started back testing that level as resistance. Then we got into it. Now we back tested that exact same level, the index of 38, as support. And from there, we went into that parabolic move in December 2023. And since then, we have been coming back down. We had been overbought for quite a while, and this is only a natural move after a 1200% move to the upside. So once we are back in this blue block, that is going to be a good time to start dollar cost averaging. I believe that is in the cards for Solana if this dip continues for the next few weeks, maybe even the next month or so. Then Solana can definitely get back down to these RSI levels. If we take a look at the stochastic, we are nowhere near the oversold as of right now. We were in the oversold at the start of April here, and towards the middle of July, we were still in that area. And let's compare that to the price action just to see how they both, like, yeah, this essentially consolidation that we had for a few months was the oversold, and then we had a move to the upside from there. That was it. So the next time we dropped into the oversold, the prices are going to be lower than they were in April and June. That's something to keep in mind. But once we get down into the oversold, that will be another good buying opportunity. This, even this wasn't a perfect buying opportunity because you look at the RSI, you look at the price action, you're not really oversold on anything except the stochastic, which is a short to mid-term indicator for us. We don't use this for long-term trading unless you're on the monthly chart and you're looking to sell essentially and get out of the project for good. In this case, this was a good short-term buying opportunity for Solana if you were looking to make some 50% profit. But if you're buying in for the long term, I would suggest waiting a bit until we have clarity on when this whole thing is going to blow over, because we might have a small retracement in the coming days, but after that we could have another leg down. Just be prepared with dry powder on the sidelines. You always want to be able to buy into these dips whenever they happen. Thank you all for watching this video. Stay safe and take care.